It's locked. Well, that figures, doesn't it? Find the key that unlocks the door leading to the machine room. Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. I assume that last one has something to... That's a very nice door. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I'm assuming that last one has something to do with the machine room, so... Anywho. It's the study. The thin, cold mist brushed his face as he stepped outside. London weather could be cruel, but it was the kind of cruelty he could handle. Ain't that pleasant? Open! There we go. Okay. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer, the most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. Yep. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox created within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Aldstadt. Yep. Investigating one of the antiquated trails. When I finally found the cavern, I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. Well, you shouldn't be tampering with it then, should you? I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Ain't you pleasant? Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. Ew. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa, whatever. The Guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. You just did! Whatever. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Oh, hey. I remember you. I remember reading about you. The famous philosopher and alchemist, if I recall correctly. Dogs? What you want? Doggy barking, woof woof, and so forth. Where's my Dr. Pepper? Yeah. Lovely. Ain't nothing else in here for me. Wind. What's going on? This looks like fun. Oh, Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12. 12, whatever. 12. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain-induced stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response. Whatever. Causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. What is wrong with you? More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Did you? Oh, you did. Why would you do this? Oh, oh God! It's looking at. Oh, a bird. I like birds. I like dogs and oh dear. Hopefully, I don't have to censor that. I was told there was a lot of nudity in this game. But I don't want to have to censor my videos. Oh, Romeo. Ow. Who are you? You look like a knob. Oh God. 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. What are you doing? Those are some pretty well made drawings, I suppose. Oh, bunny.
Let's see what you have to offer.
You... Oh my God, I'm so killing you.
What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw.
You should have, but you didn't, did you?
It's definitely there.
What blood? Is this gonna be that one story arc where it's just this dude wants blood of everything to drink it and become immortal? Okay. Ooh. Oh dear. Alrighty then. Can I? Oh my God, I can. Ew. There's a bunch of goop all over the trees. Ooh, what's this? When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Gate. This is getting interesting. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should be read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. It's the 1600s. I really don't think your machine is going to care to check anything, but you know, I didn't live back then, so I don't know. I already clicked that. Oh, don't vis-warp when I'm jumping. That's a bad idea for me. Why did I do... Oh, God. I am gonna kick myself for that later, I bet. Is this another dream? He thought, and screamed at the top of his lungs. So wait, did he think while he screamed, or did he scream what he was thinking, or... Guest room. He climbed out of bed and looked out the window. It was completely dark. He waited, glanced at the old clock, and waited some more. 4 o'clock, he thought. It's enough.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?